one of the writers I was most interested in bringing to them was Chekhov, Anton Chekhov, who was actually by trade a doctor, and because of his profession, he was able to see the interior life of so many situations, both of the cultured classes and of the lower classes. And his innate sense of humor allowed him to write short stories which are charming and often funny. There I used it, the word charming. And Neil Simon took those stories and turned them into little vignettes, which we are presenting to you tonight. So I present to you The Good Doctor.
Oh, it's quite all right. You're not disturbing me. I would much rather talk than work. Yet here I am, day after day, haunted by one thought. I must write, I must write, I must write. This is my study, the room in which I write my stories. I built it myself, actually. Cut the timber and fitted the logs. Made an awful mess of it. I do my writing on this side of the room because the roof leaks directly over my desk. I'd move the desk, but it covers a hole I left in the floor. And I built the floor on the side of a hill. So, in heavy rains, the room tends to slide downhill. Many's the day I've stood in this room and passed my neighbors standing in the street. Still, I'm happy here. Although I don't get enough visitors to suit me. People tend to shy away from writers. They think we're always busy thinking. Not true. Even my dear sweet mother doesn't like to disturb me. She tiptoes up here and leaves my food outside the door. I haven't had a hot meal in years. But I've done a good deal of writing in here. Perhaps too much. I look out the window and think that life is passing me at a furious rate. So I ask myself the question, what force is it that compels me to write so incessantly, day after day, page after page, story after story? And the answer is quite simple. I have no choice. I am a writer. Sometimes I think I may be mad. Oh, I'm quite harmless, but I do admit to wanderings. I'm engaged in conversations where I hear nothing and see only the silent movement of lips and answer meaningless, yes, yes, of course. And all the while I'm thinking, he'll make a wonderful character for a story, this one. Still, while I'm writing, I enjoy it, and I like reading the proofs. But as soon as it goes out in print, I see that it's all wrong, a mistake that ought never to have been written, and I am miserable. Then the public reads it. Charming and clever, charming but a far cry from Tolstoy, or a fine thing, but Turgenev's Father and Sons is better, and so it will be to my dying day. Charming and clever, but nothing more. And when I die, my friends will walk by my grave and say, here lies so-and-so, a good writer, but Turgenev was better. You know, before you came in, I was just thinking to myself, perhaps I should give it up one day. What would I do instead? Well, I've never freely admitted this before, but to you here in the theater tonight, I should like to tell you what I would most like to do with my life. Ever since I was a young boy, I have always, excuse me a moment, just making a note. The subject for a short story just occurred to me. It was my mentioning the theater that sparked me. Oh, yeah, ooh, that's a good one. What were we talking about a moment ago? No matter. My thoughts are consumed with this new story. See if it appeals to you. It starts in the theater. It starts with you're on the new set of the new season. It starts with the arrival of all those dear and devoted patrons of the arts who wave and greet each other, commenting on how this one looks and how that one is dressed, scarcely knowing what play they are about to see. With the exception of one man, Ivan Ilyich Churyakov. If Ivan Ilyich Churyakov, a civil servant, a clerk in the Ministry of Public Parks, had any passion in life at all, it was the theater. He certainly had hopes and ambitions for higher office, and had dedicated his life to patience, hard work, and zeal. Still, he would not deny himself his one great pleasure, so he purchased 2 tickets in the very best section of the theater for the opening night's performance of Rostov's The Bearded Countess. As fortune would have it, into the theater that night came his respected superior, General Michael Brasilov, the Minister of Public Parks himself.
Good evening, General. Huh? What? Oh, yes. Good evening. Permit me, sir. I am Cherdikov, Ivan Ilyich. This is a great honor for me, sir.
Yes.
Like yourself, dear General, I too serve in the Ministry of Public Parks. I am the Assistant Chief Clerk in the Department of Trees and Bushes.
Yes. Keep up the good work. Lovely trees and bushes this year. Very nice.
My wife would very much like to say hello. This is she, Madame Cherdikov.
How do you do?
Pleasure.
My pleasure, General.
Madame Broslov, my wife, Madame Cherdikov.
How do you do, Madam Braslov?
How do you do?
I just had the pleasure of meeting your husband.
And I am my wife's husband. How do you do, Madame Broslov?
Shh! I'm sorry. Terribly sorry.
I hope you enjoy the play, sir.
I will, if I can watch it.
Feeling quite pleased with himself for having made the most of this golden opportunity, Ivan Ilyich Cherdikov sat back to enjoy the bearded countess. He was no longer a stranger to the Minister of Public Parks. They had become, if one wanted to be very generous with the matter, familiar with each other. Huh? Then, quite suddenly, like a bolt from a great thundering sky, Ivan Ilyich Cherdikov reared his head back and... Oh, I'm so sorry, Excellency. I'm so terribly sorry.
Never mind. It's all right.
All right? And it's most certainly not all right. It's unpardonable. It was monstrous of me. Permit me to wipe your neck, sir. It's the least I can do.
Leave it be.
But I splattered you, sir. Your complete head is splattered. It was an accident, I assure you. But it's disgusting.
I'm sorry. Terribly sorry.
The thing is, Your Excellency, it came completely without warning. It was out of my nose before I could stifle it.
Shut it, would you?
It's not a cold, if that's what you're worried about. Just probably a particle of dust in the nostril.
But try as he might, Cherdikov could not put the incident out of his mind. The sneeze, no more than an innocent anatomical accident, grew out of all proportion until it resembled the angry roar of a cannon aimed squarely at the enemy camp. He played it back in his mind, slowing it down so he could view again in horror the infamous deed.
Charming, charming.
Yes, charming.
Simply charming. Wasn't it charming, my dear?
I found it utterly charming.
I was completely charmed by it.
Excellency,
Somebody's tapping it.
I'm
that tapping?
I'm tapping. Cherdikov.
Stand back, dear. It's the sneezer and his wife.
No. I'm all sneezed out. I was just worried about you going out into the night air with
sure?
a damp head.
Oh, that. It was a trifle. A mere faux pas. Forget it, young man. Amusing play, don't you think? Didn't you find it amusing?
Amusing, my goodness. I haven't laughed this much in years.
Which part interested you the most?
The sneeze, when I sneezed on you. It was unforgivable, sir.
Forget it, young man. Come, my dear. It looks like rain. I don't want to get my head wet. Again. You shouldn't let people sneeze on you, dear. You are not to be sneezed at. Ugh.
I'm ruined! Ruined! He'll have me fired from trees and bushes. He'll have me sent down to branches and twigs.
Come, Ivan.
What?
You mustn't let it concern you. It was a harmless little sneeze. The general's probably forgotten it already.
Do you really think so?
No, I'm scared, Ivan.
And so they walked home in despair.
Why did this happen to me? Maybe I should send him a nice gift. Maybe some Turkish towels.
Cherdiakov's once promising career had literally been blown away.
Why did this happen to me? Why did I go to the theater at all? I should have just sat in the balcony with our own class. They love to sneeze on each other.
Come to bed, Ivan.
Perhaps if I were to call on him again and explain matters again, but in such an honest, self-effacing manner, he'll have no choice but to forgive me.
Maybe it's not best to remind him.
No. If I ever expect to become a gentleman, I must act like one.
And so the next morning came. it just so happened that this was the day the general listened to petitions. And since there were about 50 or 60 petitions ahead of Churyakov, he waited from morning till late afternoon.
Next. Next.
I'm not next, Excellency. I'm last.
Very well then. Last.
That would be me, sir.
Well, what's your petition?
I have no petition. I am not a petitioner.
Then you waste my time.
Wait, do you not recognize me? We met last night under rather explosive circumstances. I am the splatterer.
The what?
The splatterer. The one who sneezed on you. The sneezing splatterer.
Indeed. And what is it you want now? A gazoon tight?
No, Excellency. I just wanted to point out that there was no political or antisocial behind my sneeze. It was a nonpartisan, nonviolent act of God. I curse the day the protuberance formed itself on my face. It's a hateful nose, sir. I am not responsible for its indiscretions. Exile that which committed the crime, but absolve the innocent body behind it. Exile my nose, but forgive me your kindship, forgive me.
My dear young man, I'm not angry with your nose. I'm far too busy to have time for your nasal problems. I suggest you go home and take a hot bath. Or a cold one. Take something, but don't bother me with this nonsense again. Gibber, gibber, gibber. That's all I've heard all day. Gibber, 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 gibber.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, and your wife, and your household. May your days be sweet and your nights be better than your days.
The feeling of relief that came over Churyakov was enormous.
May the birds sing at your window, and may the coffee in your cup be strong and hot.
The weight of the burden that was lifted was inestimable.
I worship the chair you sit on, and the uniform you wear. The woman that sits in the chair I worship.
He walked home, singing and whistling like a lark. Life was surely a marvel, a joy, a heavenly paradise.
Oh God, I am happy.
And yet, when he arrived home, he began to think.
Have I been the butt of a cruel and thoughtless joke?
If the sneeze meant so little to the general, why did he deliberately cause Churyakov to writhe in his bed?
To twist in agony the entire night?
Churyakov was furious.
I am furious.
He foamed and fumed and paced the night through. And in the morning, he called out to his wife, Sonia!
Sonia! I have been humiliated.
You, Ivan, who would humiliate you? You're such a kind and generous person.
Who? I'll tell you who. General and Mr. Public Parks.
What did he do?
The swine. He humiliated me in such subtle fashion. His cunning is only equal to his cruelty. He practically forced me to come to his office and beg and grovel on my knees. I was reduced to a gibbering idiot.
You were that reduced?
I must go back and tell him what I think. The lower class must speak up. The world must be safe so that men of all nations and creeds, regardless of color or religion, will be free to sneeze on their superiors. It is he who will be humiliated by I.
And so the next morning, Churyakov came to humiliate he.
Last.
Well, you say. Do you not recognize me? Look at my face. Yes, you are quite correct. It is I once again.
It is you, once again. Who?
Churyakov, sir. I've returned neither taking a hot bath or a cold one.
Who let this filthy man in? What is it?
What is it, you ask? You sit there in your lofty position as General and Minister of Public Parks and high standing among the upper class and ask me, a low civil servant, what is it? You sit there with full knowledge that there is no equality in this world, that there are those of us who bow and those of us who are bowed to, those of us who serve and those of us who are served to, those of us who may be humiliated and those of us who are the cause of the humiliation. And yet you still ask, what is it?
What is it? Don't stand there gibbering like an idiot. What is it you want?
Is it? I'll tell you what I want. I want to apologize again for sneezing on you. I wasn't sure I made it clear. It was an accident, I assure you.
Out, you idiot, fool, imbecile, get out of my sight. I never want to see you again. If you ever cross my line of vision, all of you exiled forever. What's your name?
Churyakov.
You germ spreader, you maggot, you insect. You're lower than an insect. You're the second cousin to a cockroach. You're the son-in-law of a bedbug. You're nothing. Nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing.
At that moment, something broke loose inside of Cherdyakov. Something so deep, so vital, that the damage that was done seemed irreparable. What happened next is quite simple. Ivan Ilyich Cherdyakov returned home, took off his coat, lay down on the sofa, and died. Oh, wait! For those of you that are offended by life's cruelty, there is an alternate ending. Ivan Ilyich Cherdyakov returned home, took off his coat, lay down on the sofa, and inherited 5 million rubles! It is not my intention to paint life any harsher than it is. But some of us are indeed trapped. Witness the predicament of a young governess who cares for and educates the children of a well-to-do family.
Julia!
Trapped indeed.
Julia!
Yes, ma'am.
Look at me, child. Pick your head up. I like to see your eyes when I speak to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And how are the children coming along with their French lessons?
They're very bright children, ma'am.
Eyes, eyes. They're bright, you say. Well, why not? And mathematics. They're doing well in mathematics, I assume.
Yes, madam, especially Vanya.
Certainly, I knew it. I excelled in mathematics. He gets that from his mother, wouldn't you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Head up, that's it. Don't be afraid to look people in the eyes, my dear. If you think of yourself as inferior, that's exactly how people will treat you.
Yes, ma'am.
A quiet girl, aren't you? Now then, let's settle our accounts. I assume you must need money, although you never asked me for it. Let's see now, we agreed on 30 rubles a month, didn't we?
40, ma'am.
No, 30. I made a note of it. I always pay my governesses 30. Who told you 40?
You did, ma'am. I spoke to no one else concerning money.
Impossible. Maybe you thought you heard 40 when I said 30. If you kept your head up, that would never happen. Look at me again, and I'll say it clearly. 30 rubles a month.
Yes, ma'am, if you say so, ma'am.
Settled. 30 a month it is. Now then, you've been here 2 months exactly?
2 months and 5 days.
No. Exactly 2 months. I made a note of it. You should keep books the way I do, so there would be no discrepancies. So, we have 2 months at 30 rubles a month. That comes to 60 rubles, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Subtract 9 Sundays. We did agree to subtract Sundays, didn't we?
No, ma'am.
Impossible. Eyes, certainly we did. I always subtracted Sundays. I didn't bother making a note of it because I always do it. Don't you recall when I said we would subtract Sundays?
No, ma'am.
Think.
No, ma'am.
You weren't thinking. Your eyes were wandering. Look at my face and look hard. Do you remember now?
Yes, ma'am.
I couldn't hear you, Julia.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, I was sure you remember. Plus 3 holidays, correct?
2, ma'am. Christmas and New Year's.
And your birthday. That's 3.
I worked on my birthday.
You did? There was no need to. My governesses never work on their birthdays.
But I did work.
But that's not the question, Julia. We're discussing financial matters now. I will, however, only count 2 holidays if you insist. Do you insist?
I did work.
Then you do insist?
No, ma'am.
Wait, very well. Then that's 3 holidays. Therefore, we take off 12 rubles. Now then, 4 days, little Kolya was sick and there were no lessons.
But I gave lessons to Vanya.
But that's not the question, Julie. Wait. But I engage you to teach 2 children, not 1. Shall I pay you in full for only doing half the work?
No, ma'am.
Then we'll deduct it. Now then, 3 days you had a toothache, and my husband gave you permission not to work after lunch, correct?
After 4. I worked until 4.
I have here, did not work after lunch. We have lunch at 1 and are finished at 2, not at 4, correct?
Yes, ma'am, but
That's another 7 rubles. 7 and 12 is 19. Subtracts that leaves 41 rubles, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Now then, January 4th you broke a teacup and saucer. Is that true?
Just a saucer, ma'am.
What good is a teacup without a saucer? That's 2 rubles. The saucer was a family heirloom. It costs much more. But let it go. I'm used to taking losses.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now then, January 9th, Kolya climbed a tree and tore his jacket.
I forbade him to do so, ma'am.
But he didn't listen, did he? 10 rubles. January, 14th, Vanya's shoes were stolen.
By the maid, ma'am. You discharged her yourself.
But you get paid good money to watch everything. I explained that in our first meeting. Perhaps you weren't listening. Were you listening that day, Julia, or was your head in the clouds?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, your head was in the clouds?
No, ma'am. I was listening.
Very well, then we'll deduct it. That means another 5 rubles off. Ah, yes, the 16th of January, I gave you 10 rubles.
You didn't.
But I made a note of it. Why would I make a note of giving it to you if I didn't give it to you?
I don't know, ma'am.
That's not a satisfactory answer, Julia. Why would I make a note of giving you 10 rubles if I did not, in fact, give it to you? No answer? Then I must have given it to you, mustn't I?
Yes, ma'am. If you say so, ma'am.
Well, certainly I say so. That's the point of this little talk, to clear these matters up. So, we take 27 from 41, that leaves 14, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this? Tears? Are you crying? Has something made you unhappy, Julia? Please tell me. It pains me to see you like this. I'm so sensitive to tears. What is it?
Only once since I've been here have I ever been given any money. And that was by your husband on my birthday. He gave me 3 rubles.
Really? There's no note of it in my book. I'll put it down now. 3 rubles. Thank you for telling me. Sometimes I'm a little laxed with my accounts, always shortchanging myself. So, we take 3 more from 14. That leaves 11. Do you wish to check my figures?
There's no need to, ma'am.
Then we're all settled here. Here's your salary for 2 months, dear. Count it.
It's okay, ma'am.
Come, come. Let us keep the record straight. Count it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10, ma'am.
Are you sure? Possibly you dropped one on the floor. Look on the floor and see if there's a coin there.
I didn't drop any, ma'am. I'm quite sure of it.
Well, I know I gave you 11 rubles. Look on the floor.
It's all right, ma'am. 10 will be fine.
Well, keep the 10 for now. And if we don't find it on the floor later, we'll discuss it next month.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. You're very kind.
Julia, come back here. Why did you thank me?
For the money, ma'am.
For the money? But don't you realize what I've done? I've cheated you, robbed you. I have no such notes in my book. I made up whatever came into my mind. Instead of the 80 rubles which I owe you, I've given you 10. I've actually stolen from you. Still, you thank me. Why?
In other places I work, they didn't give me anything at all.
So they cheated you even worse than I did. I was just playing a little joke, a cruel lesson to teach you. You're much too trusting. And in this world, that's very dangerous. I'm going to give you the entire 80 rubles. It's all ready for you. Here, take it.
As you wish, ma'am.
Julia, why don't you protest? Why don't you speak up? Why don't you cry out unto this cruel and unjust treatment? Is it really possible to be so guileless, so innocent, such a, pardon me for being so blunt, simpleton?
Yes, ma'am. It's possible.
See, there is an alternate ending. Julia was so enraged at such cruel and unjust treatment that she quit her job on the spot and went back to her poor parents, where she inherited 5 million rubles. It is my intention to someday write a book of 37 short stories, all with that same ending. I do love it so. You know, it has been said that man is the only creature capable of laughter. And it is that faculty that separates us from the lower forms of life. Yet, one must wonder at this theory when we examine some of the objects of our laughter. For example, pain. Pain, needless to say, is no laughing matter. Unless, of course, it's someone else who's doing the suffering. Why, the sight of a man in the throes of excruciating agony is funny? I shouldn't say. It is not funny. Not in the least. But in the village of Ostemko, where they have very little access to entertainment, a man with a toothache can tickle their ribs for weeks. Certainly Sergei von Meglasov, the sexton, saw nothing humorous about it. Yet, as he passed through the village on his way to the hospital, his moans and groans won him more chuckles than sympathy. Wouldn't they find it even more amusing to know that the good doctor, who normally performed the extraction of angry teeth, was away at a wedding, and the duty fell to his new assistant, Curitan, an eager medical student, if alas, poor sexton, an inexperienced one.
Ah!
Oh, greetings, Father. What brings you here?
The pain is unbearable. It's beyond unbearable. It's unendurable.
Where exactly is the pain?
Where isn't it? It's not just the tooth. It's the whole side of my mouth. Where is the doctor?
How long have you had this agony?
10 years.
10 years.
Since yesterday morning. It seems like 10 years. Where is the doctor?
He's away on business, but he left the care of his patients in my capable hands.
But are you a doctor?
In every way, except a degree. I'm a doctor to be.
Then I'm a patient to be. Goodbye.
Wait! I can assure you, the only thing that prevents me from being called a doctor is the formality of an examination. I'm skilled, just not titled. Please, sit in the chair, Father.
Heaven help me today. Even sitting hurts.
No doubt the nerves are inflamed. Once removed, the pain will cease to be.
You're gonna remove the nerves?
The tooth that's connected to the nerves. Oh, it's a simple matter of surgery.
Your smoke.
What?
It's burning my eyes.
I'm sorry. Would you rather I put it out? I only smoke to steady my nerves.
Smoke by all means.
Thank you.
Oh!
There. Now let's see what we have here. Ugh. Ugh. There's the ugly little fellow. You're a nasty one, aren't you?
Don't make friends with it. Pull it out.
Don't rush me. I'm evaluating. Your tooth has an enormous hole in it.
What is it?
It's disgusting to look at, but if this is going to be my profession, I have to get used to these kinds of things. Now then, I'm going to try something.
Will you be gentle?
My dear Sexton, this is the age of advanced science. In skilled hands, there should be little pain. Now, are you ready? Good. Now open wide so I can examine you. Come, open your mouth. My dear Sexton, inexperienced as I am, I know it's essential for you to open your mouth. It would be highly impractical for me to pull your tooth from the outside. Now please, open up. Not the lips, the entire mouth. I don't want to brush your teeth, I want to examine them.
Will you be gentle?
Didn't I promise you I would?
I was promised many things as a child I never got.
There's no pain. There is no pain connected to this part. This part is merely an examination to find out what must be done, where and how. Now open up!
Will you be gentle?
As though I were your own mother.
My mother didn't like me. Gently.
I want to see how exposed the nerve is. All I'm going to do is gently blow on your tooth. That's all right? Excuse me, here goes.
Ah!
I have some information for you. The nerve is exposed.
Is that how far science has come? Blowing on teeth?
It's still inconclusive. Work must be done in this field. So much depends on the temperature of the breath. Oh, here we are.
Oh, merciful God.
Surgery is nothing. It's all a matter of a firm hand. Now, open up.
May the Lord give you strength and quickness, mostly quickness. Amen. Ah!
This will come out easily. Some teeth give you trouble, I admit, but that's only when the roots are deep. Now then. Don't do that. Don't grab my hand. Let go, I say. Are you going to let go of my hands? If you don't let go, I'm going to take these forceps and...
Oh!
There. Now let's try once more. Don't twitch. Sit still. You're twitching again. Now the important thing is to get a deep enough hold so we don't break the crown.
Oh!
Now then. This time I got a firm grip on the little monster. Now whatever I do, don't grab my hand. Now when I say 3, 1, 2, 3! I got it! I pulled it out! My first tooth!
You pulled it out, all right. I hope they pull you into the next world like that.
Oh, I knew it. The crown broke. You've still got the roots in your mouth. What a mess this is going to be. I told you not to twitch!
You butcher, you carpenter. Compared to you, the toothache was a joy.
You ignorant peasant. Now, get back in the chair. We have unfinished business.
If you put your hands in my mouth again, it'll be the first solid food I eat this week.
You're not leaving until those roots are out. It's a matter of professional pride.
Come, my son, I give up. Let us pray for a miracle. Dear Lord in heaven, keep this man's hands steady.
Keep his mouth open.
Let him not falter.
Don't let him bite me. Amen.
Good evening.
Fine weather indeed. What did you say, madam?
I hadn't noticed, really. Yes, I suppose it is a lovely day.
Not many more of these left. Winter's just beyond that tree there.
The winters seem to be getting longer lately. Have you noticed that? They come sooner and stay longer.
I've noticed it, madam. Only in these last few years have I noticed it.
A kind, gentle-looking person who's seen his share of life. A kind, gentle-looking person, and he's never with a wife. Should this kind, gentle-looking gentleman speak once again to me, should this shy, nervous widowed lady go out with him for tea?
A fine figure of a lady with quality and tone. A fine figure of a lady, and she always sits alone. Should this fine figure of a gentleman, who's older than the sea, ask a fine figure of a lady if she'd like to share some tea? I was wondering, madam,
Yes?
I was wondering if you, do you have the time of day?
I don't carry a timepiece.
No matter. It wasn't urgent. My business can wait. Yes, it can wait. Should this old weather-beaten gentleman take one more chance at life? She reminds me of that sweet lady whom I lovingly called wife.
I had my tender-hearted gentleman. Can I go through again all the pain, joy, and all the sorrow that you get from loving men? Is it too late for happiness? Too late for flings? Too late to ask for love? There aren't many springs left for the people who spend their nights waiting for the day for someone to share delights long since passed away. Oh, too late for happiness, too soon for fall, too late for anything, anything at all.
Seems to be clouding up a bit.
Yes, I'm beginning to feel a chill in the air.
Oh, well, would you like my scarf?
No, thank you. I should be getting home. It's getting late.
Oh, yes, of course. I was just thinking the same thing. Unless
Yes?
you would care to join me for a cup of tea. A hot cup of tea. It might be just the right thing. A cup of tea.
Tea? Tea, you say?
Yes.
That's very nice of you. I would love to.
You would?
Yes. But not today. It's getting late. I should be getting home. Perhaps tomorrow?
Oh, yes, of course. Good. Perhaps tomorrow. There's always tomorrow.
Yes, there's still time for happiness, time to be gay, still time to answer yes, but just not today.
Good morning, Mr. Kustanov.
Shh. Please lower your voice.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's just that my gout is acting up again, and my nerves are like little firecrackers. The least little friction can set them off.
It must be very painful, sir.
Combing my hair this morning was agony.
Mr. Kustanov?
What is it, Pochekin?
There's a woman who insists on seeing you. We can't make head or tail out of her story, but she insists on seeing the directing manager. Perhaps if you're not well?
No. The business of the bank comes before my minor physical ailments. Show her in. Please. Quietly. Good morning, madame. Forgive me for not standing, but I am somewhat incapacitated. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Now what can I do for you?
You can help me, sir. I pray to God you can help me. No one else in this world seems to care.
Please Please, madame, I beg of you, please calm yourself.
I'm sorry.
Now, I'm sure we can sort it all out if we approach the problem sensibly and quietly. Now, what exactly is the trouble?
It's my husband. He's been sick for 5 months. 5 agonizing months.
I know the horrors of illness and can sympathize with you, madame. What's the nature of his illness?
It's a nervous disorder. Everything grates on his nerves. If you even touch him, he'll scream out. "Ah!" How or why he got it, nobody knows.
I have an inkling. Please go on a little less descriptively, if possible.
Well, while the poor man was lying in bed,
You're not going to scream again, are you?
not that I don't have a cause. While he was lying in bed these past 5 months, recuperating, he was fired from his job for no reason at all.
That's a pity, certainly, but I don't see the connection with our bank, madame.
You don't know how I suffered during his illness. I nursed him from morning till night. I doctored him from night until morning. Besides cleaning my house, taking care of my children, feeding my dog, my cat, my goat, and my sister's bird, who's sick.
The bird was sick?
My sister. She gets dizzy spells. She's been dizzy for over a month now. She gets dizzier every day.
Extraordinary, however.
I had to take care of her children, her house, her cat, her goat, and then her bird bit one of my children, so my cat bit her bird. And then my oldest daughter, the one with the broken arm, drowned her cat, and now my sister says she wants my goat in exchange for her cat, or else she says she'll drown my cat.
Yes, well, you certainly had your pack of troubles, haven't you? But I don't quite see.
And then, when I went to collect my husband's pay, they deducted 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. For what, I asked. Because, they said, he had borrowed it from the employee's fund. But that's impossible. He could never borrow anything without my approval. I would never have let him rest. Not while he was sick, of course. Besides, I don't have the strength myself, sir. I have this racking cough. It's a terrible thing to hear.
I can well understand why your husband took 5 months to recuperate. But what is it you want from me, madame?
What rightfully belongs to my husband. His 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. They won't give it to me because I'm a weak, defenseless woman. Some of them have even laughed in my face, sir. Laughed! What is the humor in a weak, defenseless woman like myself?
None. I see none at all. However, madame, I don't wish to be unkind, but you've come to the wrong place. Your petition, no matter how justified, has nothing to do with our bank. You'll have to go to the agency where your husband was employed.
What do you mean? I've been to 5 agencies already, and none of them will even listen to my petition. I'm about to lose my mind. The hair is coming out of my head. Look at my hair by the fistful. Don't tell me to go to another agency.
Please, madame, keep your hair in its proper place. Now listen to me carefully. This is a bank. A bank! We're in the banking business. Funds that are brought here are banked by us. Do you understand what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I can't help you.
Are you saying that you can't help me?
I'm trying. I don't think I'm making headway.
Are you saying that you don't believe my husband is sick? Here's the doctor's certificate. Here's the proof. Do you still doubt that my husband is suffering from a nervous disorder?
Not only do I not doubt it, I would swear to it.
Look at it. You didn't look at it.
It's really not necessary. I know the full well of how your husband must be suffering.
What is the point in a doctor's certificate if you won't look at it? Look at it!
Oh, yes, I see your husband is sick. It's right here on the doctor's certificate. Well, you certainly have a good case, madame, but I'm still afraid that you've come to the wrong place.
You lied to me. I took you as a man of your word, and you lied to me.
I lied? When?
When you said you read the doctor's certificate. You couldn't have read the description of my husband's illness without seeing that he was fired from his job unjustly. Don't take advantage of me because I'm a weak, defenseless woman. Do me the simple courtesy of reading it. Read it, and then I'll go.
But I read it. What's the point of reading something twice whenever I already read it once?
You didn't read it carefully.
I read it in detail.
You read it too fast.
Read it slower.
I don't have to read it slower. I'm a fast reader.
Maybe you didn't absorb it. Let it sink in this time.
I absorbed it. It's okay. Our capacity has on what's written here, but it doesn't make any difference because it has nothing to do with our bank.
Did you read the part where it says he has a nervous disorder? Read that part again and see if I'm wrong.
That part? Oh, yes. I see your husband is sick. My, how terrible. Only I can't help you. Now, please, go.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I hope I haven't caused you any pain.
Please don't grab my foot. Can't you get this into your balding head that if you would just realize that to come to us with this kind of claim is as strange as you're trying to get a haircut in a butcher shop?
You can't get a haircut in a butcher shop. Why would anybody go to a butcher shop for a haircut? Are you laughing at me?
Laughing? I'm lucky I'm breathing. I'm checking.
Did I tell you I'm fasting? I haven't eaten anything in 3 days. I want to eat, but nothing stays down. I've had the same cup of coffee 3 times today. I'm skin and bones. I faint at the least provocation. Watch. You see how I just fainted? 8 times a day that happens.
What is it? Mr. Kustinov? What's
Get her
wrong?
out of here. Who let her in my office?
You did, sir. I asked you and you said, show her in.
I thought you meant a human being, not a lunatic with a doctor's certificate.
He wouldn't even read it. I gave it to him and he threw it back in my face. You look like a kind person. Have pity on me. Read it and see if my husband is sick or not.
I read it, madame. Twice.
Me too. I had to read it twice too.
You just showed it to me outside. You showed it to everyone. We all read it. Even the doorman.
You just looked at it. You didn't read it.
Read it, Pochekin, so we can get her out of here.
Ah, yes. It says here that your husband is sick. Now, will you please leave, madame, or I will have to get someone to remove you.
If you touch me, I'll scream so loud they'll hear it all across the city. You'll lose all your depositors. No one wants to come to a bank where they beat weak, defenseless women. I think I'm going to faint again.
Weak? Defenseless? You are as defenseless as a charging rhinoceros. You are as weak as the king of the jungle. You are a plague, madame. A plague that wipes out all that crosses your path. You are a raging river that washes out bridges and stately homes. You are a wind that blows villages over mountains. It is women like you who drive men like me to the conditions of husbands like yours.
Did you see the part where it says he is suffering from a nervous disorder? Oh, are you saying that you're not going to help me?
Hit her, Pocheck, and strike her or give her permission to knock her down. Beat some sense into her.
You hear? You hear how I'm abused? He would have you hit an orphaned mother. Did you hear this cough? Listen to this cough.
Madame, perhaps if we can discuss this in my office.
Don't get your hands off me.
Beat her, you fool. Kick her while you've got the chance. We'll never get her out of here. Knock her senseless.
Help, help, they're beating me. Oh, merciful God, they're beating me.
I'm not beating you. I just held your hand.
Beat her, you fool. Kick her while you've got the chance.
A curse I put on your bank, a curse to you and all your depositors. May your rubles turn to radishes and your kopecks to pickles!
Stop it, I beg of you. Please, stop. Pochekin, give her the money, give her what she wants, give her anything. Only get her out.
24 rubles and 36 kopecks. That's all due to me, and that's all I want.
Come with me, I'll get you your money.
And another ruble to get me home. I'd walk, but I have weak ankles.
Give her enough for a taxi. Anything, only get her out.
Oh, God bless you, sir. You're a kind man. I remove the curse. Curse be gone. Onions to money, potatoes to gold.
Remove her. Oh, God, my hair is falling out.
Oh, and one more thing. I'll need a letter of recommendation so that my husband can get another job. Don't worry about it today. I'll be back in the morning. Bye-bye.
Semyonich was the greatest seducer of other men's wives that I've ever met. He was successful with all women, for that matter. But there was a special challenge to beautiful women married to prominent, rich, successful men. I could never do him justice. Let him tell you in his own words.
If I may say so myself, I am the greatest seducer of other men's wives that I've ever met. I say this not boastfully, but as a matter of record. The staggering figures speak for themselves. For those men interested in playing this highly satisfying but dangerous game, I urge you, take out pen and paper and jot down some notes. I am going to explain my methods. Now then, there are 3 characteristics needed. Patience, patience, and more patience. Those who do not have the strength to wait and persist, I urge you, take up bicycling, rowing perhaps. Seducing just isn't for you. Now then, in order to seduce a man's wife, you must, I repeat, must keep as far away from her as possible. Pay her practically no attention at all. Ignore her if you must. We will get to her through the husband. You're about to witness a practical demonstration, for it happens as I am madly and deeply in love this week. My heart pounds with excitement knowing that she will pass through these gardens at any moment with her husband. Every fiber of my being tells me to throw my arms around her and embrace her with all the passion in my heart. But observe how a master works. I must be cool almost to the point of freezing. My heart of hearts and spouse approaches.
Ah, Peter Semyonich. Fancy meeting you here.
Ah, my good Nikolai. How good to see you. You're looking well. Notice how I'm not looking at her.
Thank you. And you handsome devil. You're always looking well. Oh, excuse me, but have you met my wife, Irina? Oh, of course you have. You sat next to her at dinner at the Veshnovs. Now, Irina, I don't know what this charmer said to you at dinner, but I must warn you that he's a scoundrel, a notorious bachelor, and an exceptional swordsman. That's the best I can say for you, Peter.
You exaggerate, Nikki. Madame, good to see you.
We were just taking a stroll. If you're not busy, why don't you walk with us?
That's very kind of you, Nikolaich, but as a matter of fact, I am riveted to the spot. A new romance has just entered my life, and until she's out of sight, I will be incapable of movement. My legs are like pillars of granite. Too much, do you think? As I said, just be patient.
Fantastic. You never cease to amaze me. Pretty, I suppose?
Suppose magnificent, suppose gorgeous, and you'll suppose correctly.
Any complications?
As usual, a husband. I'm afraid my cause looks hopeless.
Oh, nonsense. I'm placing my money on you, Peter, and you I never bet, unless I'm sure of winning. Well, we're off. Good hunting, my boy. Good hunting.
Madame, did you notice our eyes barely met? We exchanged hardly a look, and yet she knows of me already. A, I am a popular bachelor. B, a man in love, always titillating to romantic women. C, a gifted sportsman, a nice contrast to her sedentary husband. And D, a dangerous man with the ladies. By this point, she's practically disgusted by me. A, because I'm a braggart and a scoundrel. B, because I am shamelessly frank to my intentions. And C, she thinks she's not the one I'm interested in. Forgive me if I'm slightly overcome by my own deviousness. By the way, are you getting this all down? It's tricky from here on in. Now then, the next step, hypnosis. Not hypnosis with your eyes, but with the poison of your tongue. Much like a venomous snake moving in for the kill. What's more is the best channel, the husband himself. Witness as I accidentally walk into him at the club.
Oh, Peter Semyonich. You're looking glum. I take it your pursuit isn't going well.
Is it that obvious? I'm doomed, Nikki. I haven't seen her since I last saw you and your dear wife. I sleep little and eat less. I've had all my shirt collars taken in half an inch. Oh, Nikki. Why do I waste my valuable youth chasing women I can never truly call my own? How I envy you.
Me? What's there about me that you envy?
Why, your marriage, of course. That lovely wife of yours.
Really? What's there about her that fascinates you so?
Why, her beauty, her grace, her quiet charm, but mostly it's the way she looks at you, Nikki. such adoring, loving eyes. It must send quivers through you.
Quivers? No, not really.
A tingle, perhaps? Don't tell me you don't tingle when you see her.
Oh, of course, by all means. I tingle all the time.
She's an ideal woman, Nikki. Believe that and be glad fate gave you a wife like that.
Well, perhaps fate will be as kind to you.
That's what I'm counting on. Good heavens, I'm late for my doctor's appointment.
What's he treating you for?
That's a HIPAA violation. Melancholia. What's my line? Please say hello to your dear wife for me. But I urge you not to repeat our conversation. It might embarrass her fragile sensibilities. Where, oh where is the woman for me? I know where. The question is, how soon will she be mine? There's still work to be done, but not by me. That task falls to my aid and accomplice, her husband. Oh, by the way, I saw Peter Semyonich today.
Oh, by the way, I saw Peter Semyonich today.
Who?
Peter Semyonich, the bachelor. We met him in the gardens last week. What an attractive fellow, you remember?
I remember what a loathsome man he is.
You may not think so when you hear what he has to say about you.
Nothing that braggart had to say would interest me.
But he spoke most enthusiastically of you. He was enraptured by your grace and your quiet charm, and he seemed to feel that you were capable of loving a man in some extraordinary way. It was something about your eyes and the way you look so adoringly. He certainly had a lot to say about you. He went on and on. Well, I'm off to bed. Good night, my dear.
Good night. What else?
Huh?
What else did he have to say about me?
Peter?
Whatever that loathsome man's name is. Peter Semyonich. What else did he have to say about me?
Well, that's more or less it. What I told you.
But you said he went on and on.
He did.
But you stopped. Either go on and on or go to bed.
Well, he said how much he envied me, how much he wanted someone to look at him the way you looked at him.
How does he know how I look at you?
Well, that day in the gardens, he must have been looking at you while you were looking at me. It sent a tingle through my whole body.
The way I looked at you?
Exactly, my dear.
But you couldn't have known how I was looking at you because you were looking at him. As a matter of fact, I was looking at the flowers because he made me nervous the way he kept avoiding looking at me. You must have tingled for some other reason.
It's getting rather confusing. The point is he found you fascinating and I thought it would please you.
Well, it doesn't. I'd rather you didn't tell me such stories. Are you planning on seeing him again soon?
Oh, tomorrow for lunch.
Well, I would rather not be discussed over lunch. Tell him that. And at dinner, tell me what he said to that. Good night, Nikki.
Good night, my dear.
Good night, my love. I'm spellbound by my own powers. I succeeded in not only piquing her interest, but in causing her heart to flutter at the mention of my name. The same man she called loathsome not 2 minutes ago. All this was accomplished, mind you, while I was at home, taking a pine-scented bath. Luncheon the next day was not only nourishing, but productive. By the way, old man, I ran into Nekrasov yesterday. The artist? It seems he's been commissioned by some wealthy prince to paint the head of a typical Russian beauty. He asked me to look out a model for him, and I said I knew the woman, but I didn't dare ask her myself. What do you think of asking your wife?
Asking my wife what?
To be the model, of course. That lovely head of hers. It would be a shame if that exquisite face missed the chance to become immortalized for all the world.
For all the world? Really? I see what you mean.
Why don't you discuss it with her?
Good idea. I'll discuss it with her. So I said I would discuss it with you. What do you think?
I think it's nonsense. How did he put it to you? Did he actually say a typical Russian beauty?
Precisely. And that it would be a shame if that exquisite face missed the chance to become immortalized for all the world.
He gets carried away by his own voice. Those were his exact words. You didn't leave anything out.
Oh, yes, that lovely face. I left out that lovely face. He said that a number of times, I think.
Well, how many times did he say it? Once? Twice? What?
Let me think. It's hard to remember.
It's not important, but in the future, I wish you would write these things down.
Have you seen me near her? Have you heard me speak to her? Has any correspondence passed between us? No, my dear pupils, and yet she hangs on my every word uttered by her husband.
awesome, isn't it? We apply this treatment from 2 to 3 weeks. Her resistance is weakening and weakening and weakening.
I think his mind is elsewhere, if you ask me. On some woman from the looks of him.
What woman? Has he mentioned any woman in particular?
Oh, no, he's far too discreet for that. He'll protect her good name at any cost. Instead, he talks of you all day. Poor fool, I'm beginning to feel sorry for him.
It's really none of our concern, Nikki. Did you ask him to dinner tomorrow?
He says he's busy.
The next day, then?
Busy.
Next week? Next month? When? Doesn't the man eat?
He says he's involved in a very important project and that it will be months before he can see us. He did say that with patience and persistence, good things will come to him. By the way, he thinks you should go on the stage.
Me? On the stage?
Yes.
Why in heaven's name?
Well, he said that, just a moment, I don't want to misquote him.
No, take your time. Try to get it as accurate as possible.
Well, he said that, yes, with such an attractive appearance, such intelligence and sensitivity, it is a sin for her to be kept hidden at home.
Oh dear, he said that?
Yes, and that ordinary demands don't exist for such women.
Nikki, I don't think I want to hear anymore.
Natures like that should not be bound by time and space.
I implore you, please stop.
Oh, and then he said, if I weren't so busy, I'd take her away from you.
He said that?
Yes, right there.
What did you say to him then? It's important. I know what you said next.
Well, I said, take her then. I'm not going to fight a duel over her.
Nikki, you mustn't discuss me with him anymore. I beg of you not to mention my name to him ever again.
But I don't, my love. He's the one who always brings up the subject. He actually accused me of not understanding you. He shouted at me, she's an exceptional creature seeking a way out. If I were Turgenev, I'd put her in a novel. The Passionate Angel, I would call it. The man is weird. Definitely weird.
Well, he's delivering my love letters, sealing them with kisses, and calls me weird. I ask you. So, let's see what we've got so far. The poor woman is definitely consumed with a passion to meet me. She is sure I am the only man who understands her. Her yawning, disinterested husband transmits my remarks, but it is my voice she hears, my words that sing in her heart. The sweet poison is doing its work. I am relentless. Observe how the final stroke is administered. For the faint-hearted, I urge you, look away.
No, Nikki, not another word, not another sound from him, nothing.
But exactly, that's what he said. He begged me to tell you nothing. He said he knew because of your sweet and sympathetic nature, you'd worry to hear someone else's distress.
He's in distress?
Worse, he's gloomy, morose, morbid, in the depths of despair.
Oh no, but why? What's the matter with him?
Loneliness. He says he has no relatives, no true friends, not a soul who understands him.
But doesn't he know how much we understand him perfectly? Doesn't he know how much we appreciate and commune with him daily? Doesn't he know how much we long to be with him, you and I?
I tried to make that clear. I again urged him to come home to dinner with me, but he said he can't even face people. He's so depressed he can't even stay home. Instead, he paces the public garden where we met him every night.
What time?
Between 8 and 9. Oh, by the way, we're invited to the Volshkeveks tomorrow. Is 8 o'clock all right for you?
No, I'm visiting Aunt Sophia. She's ill. I'll be there at 9. Or a little after.
Please, no applause. I couldn't have done it alone. I share that honor with my good friend and collaborator, her husband. He wooed her so successfully that there's no carriage waiting fast enough for her to be in my arms. She ran all the way. Observe! You will understand if I ask you to busy yourselves with your programs and such. These next few moments are private, and I am, after all, a gentleman. My dear, my dear, my dear sweet angel, at last I can speak the words that I've longed.
No, not a sound, not a word, not until you've heard what's in my heart. For weeks now I've been in torment. You've used my husband as a clever and devious device to arouse my passions, which I freely admit have been lying dormant these past 7 years. You appeal to my vanity, and I succumb. You attack my every vulnerability, and I weaken. I surrender. I'm here, Peter Semyonich. If you want me, but let me add this. I love my husband dearly, He is not a passionate man, nor even remotely romantic. Our life together reaches neither the heights of ecstasy nor the depths of despair. We have an even marriage, moderate and comfortable. And in accepting this condition and the full measure of his devoted love, I have been happy. I come to you knowing that once you take me into your arms, my marriage and my life with Nikki will be destroyed for all time. I am too weak and too selfish to make the decision myself. I rely on your strength of character. Whichever you choose will make me both miserable and eternally happy. The choice is yours, my dear Peter. I beg of you not to use me as an amusement, and although even with that knowledge, I wouldn't refuse you. If you want me, open your arms and I will come to you now. But if you love me, turn your back and I will never see nor speak to you again. The option is yours, my dearest, sweetest love of my life. God bless you, Peter Semyonich. I wish that life brings to you the happiness that you've just brought to me.
Peter Semyonich, the former seducer of other men's wives, from that day on turned his attentions to unmarried women only, until one day, the perfect girl came along and the confirmed bachelor married at last. He is still today a completely happy man, except perhaps on those rare occasions when some dashing young officer tells him how attractive he finds his lovely young wife. In the vicinity of Ashenko Square, there's a small park that is seldom crowded. Here and there, a pair of young lovers strolling, a mother teaching her child to take his first brave steps, the inevitable failure cushioned by the soft green grass. A dog owner throwing a stick for his faithful friend to catch, which he does, faithfully and intermittently. A young girl calling out, "Fresh flowers for sale," which is only partly true. They are for sale, but they're not terribly fresh. Still, it's a rather lovely, peaceful, quiet setting. Certainly no one would imagine that this lovely park was soon to become a raging battlefield, which it did with marked regularity each Tuesday afternoon at 3. It was a quiet war. No guns, no booming cannons, no marching feet, but nonetheless a war. The adversaries were 2 aged and retired officers, one military, the other naval. They had served their country long and with distinction, and now, in the twilight of their lives, still had flickerings of sparks, igniting their passions, if, as no fire was ever lit. They debated on every subject under the sun, politics, woman, literature. They never seemed to run out of subjects to disagree about. Oh, we are lucky today is Tuesday, and the time you've just heard. I'd best be moving on, because the bench I'm sitting on is the field of battle, and I have no wish to get caught in the crossfire. I'll watch from a safe vantage point, over there, by the children's wing. From the east comes the army, from the west the navy. If I had a drum, I would roll it.
Cool weather we're having today. It's warmer than yesterday. They say it may rain.
Here comes the sun. It's coming.
So, it's your turn to pick a subject.
I've got one.
A good one?
In my opinion.
All right. What's the subject?
Lunch.
Lunch? You pick lunch as your subject?
It's my turn, isn't it? I pick lunch.
Not much of a subject in my opinion.
Does that mean you concede?
I concede nothing. I merely stated it's a poor subject, but I'll accept a challenge. If it's lunch, it's lunch. Start.
Are you ready?
Would I say start if I weren't ready? Start means I'm ready. Go on. Go ahead. Start.
Very well. Appetizers.
Appetizers. Right.
To start off a good lunch, the best appetizer is herring.
Wrong.
Wrong? Herring isn't the best appetizer?
It's good. I didn't say it wasn't. Just not as good as caviar.
You're wrong. Caviar is too rich for an appetizer. It should be reserved for special occasions with a little champagne.
Are you telling me that fresh caviar with lemon juice, finely chopped eggs, young onions, garnished with parsley, and served on lightly salted thin wafer biscuits is not good enough for an appetizer?
Do you want to compare it with herring and white cream sauce, marinated onions, 2 big black olives sitting on either side of the plate, sprinkled with dill, and the end piece of fresh baked brown bread to soak up the drippings of the herring, the onion, and the dill,
all into one final succulent mouthful? Huh?
You argue well. I concede the appetizers.
Thank you. Now let's move on to the soup.
I can't see us having much of an argument here. Borscht.
Borscht? For soup you pick borscht? Out of all the soups in God's creation, you pick an ordinary dish of borscht?
Not in a dish. In a bowl. There's nothing like piping hot borscht. Prepared with sweet sugar beets, Ukrainian style, with ham and country sausages, and topped with a thick white sour cream. Are you prepared to challenge a soup like that?
I would sooner have cabbage soup steaming from the pot with thick chunks of boiled potato and globs of meat still hanging from the bone. And sooner than cabbage soup, I would have a full-bodied vegetable soup with carrots, with asparagus, with cauliflower and asparagus, and ripe tomatoes. And sooner than vegetable soup, I would have a fish soup with giblets floating on the top so thick you have to push your way through the soup.
Wait a minute. I'm not talking about everyday, ordinary, run-of-the-mill served in a restaurant kind of borscht. I'm talking about peasant borscht. The kind you eat with a pound of cornbread in one hand, and in the other, a thick, heavy wooden spoon.
A wooden spoon? That's different. You didn't mention a wooden spoon before. I concede the soup.
Accepted.
How do we stand?
You won the appetizers, I won the soup.
Up to here, it's a very close lunch. Next course.
Next course is fish.
Fish? Oh, well, we can forget about the fish. I don't care for fish. Whatever you choose is fine with me.
You don't like fish?
I'm not dead set against it. It's all right once in a great while. It's not substantial enough. It never satisfies me. To me, the more important part of the meal is the roast. Why don't you pick a fish, and then we can move on to the roast.
So you concede the fish then?
Pick a fish, and I'll concede.
Pike. A nice piece of pike.
Carp is better.
But you just conceded the fish.
I didn't know you were going to say pike. I don't find pike a tasty fish.
A nice pike, fried in brown butter, stewed with tomatoes and a thick mushroom sauce. That's not tasty.
It's only tasty if you smother it in carp broiled in lemon juice.
Oh, but you already conceded the fish.
All right, I won't make an issue of it. Change it to carp and I'll concede.
But carp is your fish. Then I'd be conceding.
You could have chosen carp ahead of me. The option was yours.
You're purposely doing this.
You accuse me of being false to my taste? You dishonor me.
I dishonor no one. I call a stalemate on the fish.
So soon? Why give up? There are so few fish I like.
Very well. Fillet of sole cooked in white wine and grapes.
Poached salmon with hollandaise sauce.
Stalemate! Ooh, my bad. Stalemate.
Don't get yourself so excited. We still have the roast. Agreed. Stalemate.
I don't see why there should be a stalemate when pike is so delicious, especially after we just had borscht.
What's past is past. The table has been cleared. We're on to the roast now. It's your turn.
I pass.
You pass on the roast?
I passed my turn. I want you to go first. I don't trust you anymore.
Well, it makes no difference to me. For the roast, I contend there's nothing better than boiled beef with served with giblets, pearl onions, beans, peas, white bread, and cold spring wine. I can smell it now and my mouth is watering. It is, I believe, your turn, unless you concede to boiled beef.
I do not concede to boiled beef.
Then mention, if you can, a better roast.
A nice piece of pike.
Pike is a fish. We're through with the fish course.
Not in case of a stalemate. In case of a stalemate, you can always go back and try again.
When was this decided?
Just now, I decided.
Okay, all right. If you say pike again, I say brook trout again. Double stalemate. Next course, boiled beef. Your turn.
Boiled beef. Herring borscht in boiled beef.
It's a meal for a cold, hungry foot soldier, not a commanding officer or a gentleman.
Am I being challenged or not?
I could challenge boiled beef with a small partridge, a brace of quail, a firm young roast turkey.
A roast turkey. You may have something there.
But I challenge boiled beef with a hen, a fat, juicy, thick-breasted white meat hen.
I thought you were gonna say duck.
Certainly a hen is always nice.
Oh, yeah. I guess a hen is always nice.
But I'm not gonna do it. I challenge boiled beef with a duck.
That's what I thought. A duck. A duck is always nice. How did I forget about duck? What kind of duck?
A duckling, a round, plump duckling. One that's had its first taste of ice during the first frost. Then it is roasted, pan roasted, to golden crisp. The skin so crisp that it crackles in your mouth.
I concede to duck.
And roasted with it, potatoes cut small into the dripping pan.
I concede, I said.
And the potatoes are stirred and turned in the duck fat. And in the pan, young onions are beginning to turn a deep, rich brown, sizzling and frying in butter and oil, while the aroma wafts up into your nostrils, driving your taste buds into a state of frenzy.
How many times do I have to concede? Are you deaf? You're purposely doing this to get back at me for not liking the pike. I concede to duck, all right? Now let's move on to dessert, for heaven's sake.
And the duck is basking in the juices of Spanish oranges.
Enough already! You're acting like a child over a silly piece of pie.
Try it sometime. In butter and oil, you won't think it's so silly.
Do you want to continue or not?
Certainly. I'm still savoring my duck.
For dessert, I choose...
Yes?
I choose for dessert...
Well, out with it. If you can't think of one, then I'll choose one.
I'm thinking. I want to end the perfect meal perfectly. I choose for dessert...
Cold peaches, sweet cream, and brandy.
That's mine! I choose cold peaches, sweet cream, and brandy. You can't take my dessert.
I can take it if it takes you an hour to think of it. The way to have a perfect meal is not what you eat, but when it is served. If I waited for you to think of it, I would be hungry again.
I refuse to argue with you anymore.
So does that mean that you concede the lunch?
Are you through choosing?
Certainly. We've gone through all the courses, haven't we? Just concede the fact, and then we can go home.
But you're definitely through choosing. As far as you're concerned, the lunch is over.
Of course. What could follow? Cold peaches, sweet cream, and brandy.
A cigar. A big black Pantella cigar, followed by a 2-hour nap.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot the cigar and a nap.
And do you know what kind of nap you have after a good cigar? Delicious. A delicious nap. It's not like the hard-working, tiring sleep you have at night. A light nap is delicate. You sleep softly with warm dreams like the ones you had when you were 30. That's how you end the perfect lunch.
How could I forget a cigar and a nap?
And I'm not even through yet. When you wake up, a mint. A white, tangy peppermint kills the entire sour taste in your mouth.
All right, that's enough. You've won. You don't have to rub it in my nose.
And with the mint, the afternoon newspaper, a blanket on your lap, a cozy fire, and a dog at your feet to rub your toes on. As you sit there with your body warmed to the perfect temperature, you read only good news in the paper. France is having political trouble. They're starving in Ireland. England is in a financial crisis. But here, everything is good. And just as you're about to drift off into the perfect sleep, a letter comes in the mail that the Tsar has awarded you another medal. And then you fall off with a smile on your face. The perfect lunch is over, and you have nothing more to do until that evening when the perfect dinner is served. Do you want to challenge me for the perfect dinner? I'll let you go first. Orders.
It's my turn to choose a subject, not yours.
I've had enough for today. I'm not feeling well. A little chilly.
You don't look too well, a little pale. Maybe you should go see a doctor.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll drop in on Dr. Wyszynski.
Wyszynski? That butcher? He knows as much about doctoring as my 3-year-old granddaughter.
Are you trying to tell me that there's a better doctor in Russia today than Wyszynski?
Do you challenge me?
I challenge you. But not today. Next week.
Next week it is. You're right. It is getting a little chilly.
No, I think it's beginning to warm up. Here comes the sun.
It'll rain before you get home.
Next Tuesday, then?
Next Tuesday.
Here comes the sun.
Oh, just getting a little night air to clear my mind. That's good. That's wonderful. The sea air is so refreshing. It revitalizes my entire body. But my mind is still blocked. I have no thoughts, no ideas. Most unusual for me. Usually they fill up my mind and overflow it like a cascading fountain. And tonight, nothing. But still I have the urge to write. Something will come to me. Never fear. Always does. Huh? Oh. Perhaps I should look to this passerby for inspiration. Psst. Psst. You, sir. Can I have a word with you, sir?
What? Who goes there? I can't see you in the dark.
Evening, sir. I was wondering, sir, if you might be in the mood for a little, entertainment this evening.
Entertainment? Oh, I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Sure you do, sir. Entertainment, amusement, so to speak. A little diversion, if you know what I mean.
I think I do know what you mean, and I'm not interested. Go on, away with you. Besides, you should know better to make such a proposal to a gentleman.
You've never witnessed anything like this before. That I promise you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Not even a little bit curious?
I tried to keep my thoughts morally elevated. Excuse me.
Perhaps you're right, sir. On second thought, this might be too much for a man of your sensitivities.
Wait.
Got you with that one, didn't I?
I'm just asking, mind you, but what exactly is this entertainment you speak of?
Well, sir, how would you like to see a drowned man?
I beg your pardon?
A drowned man. A man with his lungs filled up with salt water and stone dead from drowning. How much would you pay to see that?
Pay? Pay to see a drowned man? Are you insane? I wouldn't even look at a drowned man if they paid me. I don't even want to look at a drowned man. What's the point of even looking at a drowned man? You're mad. Get out of here.
3 rubles, sir. That's all it'll cost you. 3 rubles to see him first, before he's in the water. Then, in the agonizing act of drowning. And then, the grand finale. The man already drowned. Rest his soul.
What's this you're saying? Are you saying that the man is still alive and well?
Not only alive and well, but dry as a bone and standing here before you. I'm the drowned man, sir.
You? You're gonna drown yourself for 3 rubles? You expect to charge me for your own suicide? I must get away from this lunatic.
No. You've got it all wrong, sir. I don't actually drown. I impersonate a drowned man. I jump into the icy cold water, splash around a bit, flail my arms, yell for help a few times, then go under. Then come back up, floating head down all puffy-like. It sends a chill up your spine. 3 rubles for individual performances. Special rates for groups. Show starts in 2 minutes.
I can't believe I'm discussing the price for admission to a drowning.
You completely missed the whole point, sir. This is not some sort of cheap thrill. It's a rich tableau filled with social implications. A drama, not tragic, but ironical in view of its comic features.
Comic? What's so comic about it?
I blow up my cheeks and bulge my eyes out. Yell for help in a high, squeaky voice. Sounds like a pig squealing. I'm the only one on the waterfront who can do it.
Do you expect me to pay to hear an underwater pig squealer?
I've just had a very successful season, sir. Sold out in August. What do you say, sir? Would you like me to book you now for the dinner show?
What do you mean, dinner show?
I jump in, splash around a bit, and throw you a nice fish. I think the halibuts are running now, sir.
Why do I stand here listening to this?
I wish you'd make up your mind soon, sir. In 5 minutes, that restaurant throws its garbage into the water. Then it's messy. I have my pride.
Ha! Your pride doesn't prevent you from imitating a deceased swimmer.
You sure know how to strike out a man's vulnerable points. That was cruel, sir.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be cruel.
You completely missed the whole point, sir. You completely overlooked the finer points to my profession. Look here. Did you ever see a coal miner at the end of the day? Filth and grime all over his body. Soot up his nostrils and in his ears. Black grit in his teeth. Disgusting. Or a barber who comes home at night with the cuttings of other people's hair sticking to his hands. It gets in his bread, in his soup. It's nauseating. Do you know where a surgeon puts his fingers?
Oh, please.
Or a farmer, his feet. Everyone who works eventually touches something filthy. On the other hand, I work with water. Water is wet, it's clean, it's purifying. I don't have to take a bath when I come home at night. I've done it. Can you say the same, sir?
Do you think I'm actually going to discuss my toilet habits with you? You're infuriating. There must be a cabbie somewhere. Cabbie! Cabbie!
You'll regret it. You'll be back one night, bored to death, and I'll be gone. This is my last week here. I close on Sunday. Next week I'm in Yalta.
Ah, there's a police officer. Now, if you don't stop pestering me, I'll have you arrested for soliciting.
I'm not soliciting. I'm in the maritime entertainment business.
Drowning is not maritime entertainment. You're a waterfront lunatic. Officer! Officer!
I'm going. I'll tell you one thing. The drowning business isn't what it used to be.
Can I help you, sir?
There's a man down there by the docks. He's been pestering me all this evening. I shouldn't be surprised if he's deranged.
A lot of bad characters around these docks at night, sir. What was he pestering you about?
I'm warning you. You're gonna find this strange. He wants to charge me 3 rubles to watch him drown. Can you imagine?
Strange. It's outright thievery. You can get as fine a drowning as you'd want.
It's not worth more than.
It's not worth more than 60 kopecks. You can get as fine a drowning as you'd want and not pay a penny more. 3 rubles. What nerve?
Officer, you seem to be missing the point.
On the next pier, 2 brothers, for 1 ruble each, will give you a double drowning. You have to know how to bargain with these men, sir. Get your money's worth.
It's not a question of price.
Why, the other day, 14 men acted out an entire shipwreck for 3 rubles. On a good day, for 10 rubles, you can get an entire navy going down. 60 kopecks, that's all I'd pay for a good drowning, sir. Stick to your price, and have a nice evening.
It's come. It's come. It's finally come. The day the world has gone mad. It's finally arrived.
Psst. Psst. I see the officer is gone. What did you tell him, sir?
I told him the truth. That you were mentally imbalanced. But, unfortunately, he was a little bit more mentally imbalanced than you.
Still, I appreciate you not causing me any trouble. And in gratitude, I'm reducing my price to an all-time low. 80 kopecks.
80?
80 kopecks. 80?
You thief! You conniving, wretched little brat! I won't pay more than 60.
60? 60 kopecks for a drowning? But where's my profit? My towel cost me 40 kopecks, and another 40 for the fellow who fishes me out. I'd be losing money on it. What's the point? I might as well actually drown.
You can't cheat me. 60 kopecks it is. Take it or leave it.
You're a hard man, sir. A hard man. 60 kopecks it is. I pray to God my son doesn't want to be a drowner.
30, 40, 50, and 60. Now, where shall I stand?
Right on the edge of the dock, sir. Right up close. That's where you will see all the action.
It's a bit dark down there. Are you sure I'll be able to see well?
That's what makes it so eerie. The eerier, the more entertaining. All the action's in the last 10 seconds anyways. Well, here I go. I almost forgot. When I come back up for the 3rd time, yell at the top of your lungs, Popnichivsky, Popnichivsky. Who's Popnichivsky? He's the fellow who jumps in after me. I can't swim, sir.
You can't swim? Are you telling me that you're gonna drown without knowing how to swim?
That's what makes it so exciting. Popnichivsky always waits till the very last second before jumping in and pulling me out. He's in that restaurant, sir, having a drink. Yes, Popnichivsky. Don't forget the name. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. Splash!
Oh, God, help me! I'm drowning!
A little more over here. I can't see you too well.
Oh, God, help! I'm drowning!
Yes, very good. Well, I don't want to see that part anymore. I would like to have you drown now. Where the devil is he? Ah, there you are. That's the third time, isn't it? Oh, good heavens. What was that fellow's name again?
I've had a wonderful time writing today. But before I go, what was it we were talking about? Early on, before the story of Cherdyakov. Oh, yes. I was about to tell you what it was, as a child, I most wanted to do with my life. Well then. Funny. For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. But, as I stand here, with a feeling of great peace and contentment, I suspect in some measure I must be doing it. Thank you for the visit. If you ever pass this way again, drop in. Good night. Oh, for the alternate ending. If you ever pass this way again, I hope you inherit 5 million rubles. Good night.
Woo!